back to Justice for Jean Alesi 2 in Formula 197, and round 16 brings us to Suzuka, the home of the Japanese Grand Prix on all but 4 occasions. Now, I've bashed modern F1 quite a bit in these intros, but finally, some good news. After rumours started to circulate that we were going to get another street circuit in Osaka, potentially putting this legendary venue at risk, we've had confirmation that Suzuka is staying on the calendar until 2029. So that's good. Before getting into it, I just would like to mention Flavio Briatore, who's been name-checked in quite a few recent episodes, because he's had to probably deal with mine and Gerhard Berger's on-track antics. And while you're probably aware that Briatore leaves Benetton at the end of the 97 season to be replaced by David Richards of ProDrive, I find it interesting that the official 97 season review states that Briatore has already left the Benetton team before the Japanese Grand Prix. So Flavor Flav might already be gone. He's probably just, knocking about, packing up all his shit before being shown the door. So, just like to take this opportunity to say, Flavio, it's not been a pleasure. See you later. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye. In the real 97 qualifying, Jacques Villeneuve was on pole position from Michael Schumacher, and Schumacher desperately needed to get ahead. He was 9 points back with 2 rounds to go, so he needed a result. He would have support from his teammate, Eddie Irvine qualifying 3rd, Frentzen could only manage 6th, while Jean Alesi qualified in 7th. However, there was a bit of a lifeline for Michael Schumacher. Jacques Villeneuve had failed to slow for some yellow flags in Saturday morning qualifying, which means he was at risk of being disqualified. He decided to appeal, which meant he would keep his pole position for now, but if he lost his appeal, he may be disqualified from the race. So it really levelled things up, and conveniently ignores the fact that Michael Schumacher also failed to slow for the exact same yellow flags. So while we're speaking about the FIA conveniently manipulating things to make sure there's a final race showdown, let's talk about my incident with Eddie Irvine. Obviously we had a bit of a coming together at the Vidal chicane, and I put it out to you to decide what should happen. Many of you said racing incident, all down to the treacherous conditions, just a racing incident, because no one would just come to a dead stop in the chicane there in normal circumstances. Whatever the reason, I think it's fair to say Irvine was not going at normal racing speed, so I can't be given the full blame. I defer to you and your knowledge from the last race, and I think you're absolutely right, it was a racing incident. No further action. In the Panis playthrough we qualified 4th, and I think I can go better, so I'm aiming for top 3. I'm not getting there yet, but I feel like it's because I'm on the ragged edge, and I feel like if I can just pull all my sectors together, I'll get there. I'm just doing great sectors in different laps at the minute. Let's see if we can pull one good one together. Already on provisional pole, but I knew I need to find at least 1.6, 1.7 seconds to get on the front row of the grid. Into turn 1, down to 4th gear for the first part, then flick down another 2 gears for the second part, regulating the throttle, and we head into the S's. Getting the angle through here really important. I scrub a little bit of speed off of the curb there, but not too bad. I'm going to stick in 3rd gear, and then the final part of the S, down to 2nd, then power up for the Dunlop curve. This is flat, up through the gears, very satisfying run up to the Degners. Degner 1, you can't take flat, you will overshoot and go off the track quite easily. And then Degner 2, I was just struggling at it. It was about going down slowly through the gears, not snatching down to 1st. And I'd done it quicker before, down by a 10th, but still plenty of time to go, using all the road at the hairpin down to 1st gear, and then it's the long run up to Spoon. Spoon I was really enjoying during this qualifying session. I've found a good line through it and a good method. That method, engine braking, down to 3rd early so we can get the car slowed down, using the whole width of the track again for momentum, down to 2nd early on the exit, keeping it to the inside, then power up as early as possible so we can get the speed up down this long straight. Under the split, up by half a second, just a few corners to go. The first one, 130R, you can take it flat if you get the angle right, and I absolutely nail it this time around as the chicane to go. With this one, it's all about just going gradually down through the gears. I get on the dirt a little bit, but it helps me kind of almost slow the car down and flatten the chicane out a little bit. It's not bad. How good is it? Christ, that felt on the edge though. We skip ahead to the 12th and final lap of the session, up by almost 4 tenths again. If I can nail this final sector, could I sneak into the high 32s and maybe sit alongside the pole sitter? But just a little bit too eager to get down to first gear. You can see on my face I'm not happy, but is it still enough for an improvement? Oh, no! Snatched on the downshift into the chicane. So I think I managed to go about a tenth quicker than I did as Panis. What's it going to do for us? On pole for the Japanese Grand Prix, Jacques Villeneuve from Michael Schumacher. Where are we? Oh, we at least take third. We're alongside Irvine, Frentzen behind us, Berger in sixth. It is the top 3 constructors in the top 6. It's all set up. In the real 97 Japanese Grand Prix, some excellent teamwork and Ferrari strategy meant Michael Schumacher would jump Jacques Villeneuve in the pit stops and win the Japanese Grand Prix, not only keeping his title hopes alive, but taking a 1-point lead into the final round. Eddie Irvine, who's a bit of a Suzuka expert from his time in Japanese F3000, was instrumental in this, going from 4th to 1st in the first phase of the race, passing Villeneuve when Schumacher couldn't, and Schumacher was very complimentary about Irvine post-race. After the race, Villeneuve decided to drop his appeal against the yellow flag infringement, meaning he would be disqualified from his 5th place, setting up that tense Jerez finale where he would trail Schumacher by a point. In the Panis playthrough, that race was something of a classic. I would say it was the best race of that season. Basically, we were running 5th, failures were on, and they struck us again. We had to go into the pit to get the engine fixed. Came out in 20th, but managed to fight our way back to overtake Frentzen for 5th, coming out of the final chicane. It was an amazing race. In this, we are still in the championship but if things stay as they are, Michael Schumacher will seal the World Championship in Japan. We have to get ahead of Michael Schumacher and really try and eat into his points as best we can. I think we've got the pace to win this race, if I don't make the mistakes, and we know that the engine's not going to blow up on us. So that's what I've got to go for. I want to try and win in Japan to keep us alive. It's a completely dry weekend. I had a feeling the sun would stay out in Suzuka. Okay, to stay in the championship. The lights go on in Japan, and they go out. And Irvine straight past us, and Schumacher straight to the lead. And it's the worst possible start. Forgive me while I just try and get my eye and my rhythm in to the Degners, which have been a bit of a problem for us. Keep it to the inside of the hairpin. God, and the Ferraris are just driving away with it at the minute. Nearly get caught on the outside of Spoon, that's annoying. Need to get past Villeneuve as quickly as we can.
We're into the second lap. Incredible! That will certainly help him catch the car in front.
Ah, come on!
Race order. Michael Schumacher, Eddie Irvine, Williams number 1, Jean Alesi.
Oh my god. I was literally not having any problems with Spoon in qualifying and practice, and now we are, and this is the point where I need to line them up. Oh. Fredson having a look at the outside of 130R. Slightly scary. And as it stands, Michael Schumacher is going to win the World Championship in Japan.
His lap time is quicker than the car he's chasing. The gap is increasing.
Why am I bottling it every time I get close enough to maybe make a move on Villeneuve? Come on now.
That's halfway through the race. He's moved up into third. The gap is growing. Unbelievable. He's the Canadian. He's moved up into third.
Can you tell desperation is starting to set in a little bit? How much time has that cost us now to Irvine? Another second. At the minute, I'm absolutely deserving to lose the World Championship today. Yeah, I think the Villeneuve one would have been on me for like a reckless dive bomb, absolutely. But we're at the point of the season now where I'm happy to play to the game's whistle. It gave absolutely nothing to me. So we can say that Villeneuve closed the door aggressively and should have left space and leave it at that. We are hanging on by our fingertips at this point. Oh my god. What are they doing? How?
The gap is increasing.
Oh my... What the hell happened there? Accidental f***ing look back. in the one sector of the track where I seem to be gaining time.
He's losing ground.
I literally don't know what I can do. I know I've made some mistakes, but I also feel like their just general pace is too much.
He's losing ground.
I literally don't know what to do. God damn it.
Jean Alesi is one of the most exciting and unpredictable drivers in Formula One. This year, I'm sure he'll be hoping to find the kind of consistency he needs to take his first championship.
Yeah, Murray, I don't think he has, sadly. Consistency is the one. Just been a little bit too mistake prone. Some key moments. I'm going to start the final lap, and Michael Schumacher is going to become the world champion in Japan. Just like Austria, the Ferraris have gotten into first and second, and they've just driven away with it. Another level. We've gotten further into it, we've gotten closer. There's the confirmation. Michael Schumacher is your 1997 Formula One World Champion. God damn it. I can't argue with the result. I don't think we can say we were particularly treated unfairly. Needed to be a bit better, but that sucks. That sucks. So there's your confirmation. Michael Schumacher wins the World Championship 2 rounds early, beating his teammate Eddie Irvine home, which they're now mounting a challenge for the double. Could Ferrari win the Constructors as well? We come home third, overtaking Villeneuve in a slightly aggressive way, but we get away with it. Just the FIA just looking the other way, still hoping there'll be a title fight. But yeah, we get third today with a total of 20 points remaining. The gap is now 24 points. Michael Schumacher confirms himself as the champion. We are confirmed. Well, actually, we're not actually technically confirmed in second, so we've got to still make sure we get decent results to secure second in the championship. But then it's Villeneuve, Frentzen. Oh, wow. He's back. Eddie Irvine's second place. His little revival means he leapfrogs both Berger and Panis. Berger does pick up another point, which means he's still got a chance at fifth. Three-way fight for fifth going on now, but Eddie Irvine has just woken up at a vital point. Well, they have... What a time for them to get a 1-2. F***'s sake. So Ferrari are 23 points clear, with a maximum of 32 available. So they could easily wrap up the Constructors next time after it being so close in both championships. God damn it. For us, the fight is now against Williams. Can we at least get second in the Constructors? There was a point in this playthrough I thought, this is the one. We're doing it this time. We are absolutely doing it. And then the key races where it started to fall apart. Spa, Austria, last time in Luxembourg. And we left ourselves with too much to do. And there have been times when the AI have just been another level, but I need to work on my own game. I've definitely been a bit error prone. I think, while it's not the outcome we wanted, it's the correct one. And we now fight to try and stay second in the Drivers' Championship, and we fight for second in the Constructors. 2 rounds to go. Next time, the race that never happened, the Portuguese Grand Prix from Estoril. Once the F198 playthrough's done, we will be back. Question is, who will be back with as well? Until then, thank you so much for watching throughout this season. I hope you will join me for the final 2 rounds. And yeah, thanks for watching.